Okay. My voice is a bit low. I will put the microphone a bit closer. Just a minute. Moses, is that better? Me increase the volume. Microphone is maximum. Yeah. Okay. So multimedia application. Uh, the term multimedia application basically comes in twofold definition. So we have where multimedia applies, that is the industries or sectors, yeah, in the society. And then we also have the software or application programs that are used to create multimedia content. Yeah. So in this unit, we'll basically discuss the areas where multimedia applies, and then we'll share experience with some software applications that are used actually to create multimedia content. That means at the end of this module, you should be able to create actually practical. So you have a practical experience with the domain of technology, creativity, and enterprise communication or enhancement using multimedia application, multimedia content. So you have a few learning outcomes. Uh, I think the most important is the fourth, which is, uh, which will basically um, cover creation of graphic manipulation and audiovisual content. Yeah, so it's more of entertainment. Yeah, so I believe we'll all have fun. Uh, we we look at it's basically graphic graphic design, and this is a it's a branch of IT, which is a little bit different from what you have been trained for. Yeah, I know IT you are mainly trained for as developers, yeah, and BTC are trained as a network engineer. Yeah. But here in graphic design, we have it's a diversion. So if you still have challenges uh, configuring your databases or coding, or configuring your switches and routers and other subnetworks, you should probably consider uh, exploring more what multimedia has to offer because there is market for it. We'll discuss all these as the semester unfolds. There's a huge market, especially as more work being done remotely. Uh, And again, especially in the education sector, where uh, institutions are moving online, they want to develop content students and learners can actually access this content online. It's a huge market for multimedia. Uh, Last week, which was zero, um, we were to have a comprehensive overview of the unit and career path. Yeah, we've just introduced this here. So, as a multimedia expert, you have experience in creating content as a sound engineer, as a producer, as a graphic designer, as a uh, mm, yeah, content creator basically. Yeah. It is good because you can actually work from home. Yeah. You just need to get a proper terms of references and then follow through. Yeah. Uh, if you ideally the multimedia course here we are studying it as a course unit, yeah, which is just a small portion throughout your semester. But in other universities, multimedia is a full program, just the way you're doing BTC or ICS as a 4 year course. And throughout the program, you learn actually how to create all forms of multimedia, yeah, including what you're going to cover, text, image, uh, you cover color models, you do audio, sound, video, and animation, yeah, and then you actually cover all this in 4 years. We're going to compress this so that we can actually be able to cover it in 13 or 12 weeks. So, to work as a multimedia expert, you don't have to work for standard media or any media company. Yeah. Um, you multimedia applies everywhere. Yeah, everywhere, including especially education. Yeah. I'm working with one student. I think he's now in second year, BAT, creating content for courses actually in Strathmore. There's a blended learning project that I'm part of, and it's a huge project because we need to create content for every single unit, every chapter, every topic. Yeah. And this includes animation, it includes sound, editing, and uh, brochures, flyers, uh, adverts, short clips, and all sorts of multimedia, basically. And this is just education. Uh, there's another project that we are introducing that is actually to do with what do you call it? Campaign. Yeah. You, okay, it's a proactive project. You're trying to push for it. We are targeting politicians who are going to campaign for 2022 elections. So we are pitching basically possibilities of getting them uh, getting them known out there. Yeah. So we are pitching for flyers, t-shirts, basically branding items, and also um, postcards. Yeah. So you see, multimedia already applies in politics. Okay, not in politics per se, but it's needed by these characters. Uh, Later, we'll see how multimedia could apply in shopping malls and hospitals and elsewhere. Uh, um, if you want, after this course, after you complete actually your degree, as you wait for graduation, you can take a look at ADMI. It's a good institution here in Kenya. They do multimedia. Um, Let me see if I can actually get to the link. Uh, ADMI. So I'm going to share. So it's a good multimedia, and they offer short courses, uh, including diploma in filming, graphic design, music production. Yeah, it's very interesting. Yeah, I would recommend to spend a few months there, even if it's 3 or 6 months as you wait for your graduation, if you're interested. Yeah. Uh, Somewhere else where you can actually apply for masters, it's in the C Institute. I think they have branches across the world, but their headquarters is in Australia. Yeah, but they are in the US and UK, Belgium. Uh, mm, sorry. Yeah, yeah. Back on. Okay. All right. My mic was off. Can you hear me now? Uh,
Yes, you can. Yes, you
okay, right. Um, any other questions before we go through the topic? Kosan? All right. In week one, we'll have the first unit, which is basically introduction to multimedia. In here, we explain background, historical perspective of multimedia applications, where it applies. We'll go through the benefits and some challenges that come with multimedia. Now that we have 3 hours, yeah, we have a third column here, which includes activities that students will do in the third hour, yeah, which are most of them are optional; they're not mandatory. Except I will highlight assignments. Some of them will be actually assessed as assignments. Yeah. So in week one, they just a write up summarizing the subsection. We have a book chapter that we will cover to actually have a comprehensive understanding of this topic. There's a book, and I'll share it on. I'll share a soft copy on e-learning, and for you to complete the write-up, you need to go through page 0 to 17. So you can take the hour allocated to this, or the rest of the week. Uh, Something I lost control of the setting. Uh, all right. In the second week, we'll cover the text, which is the first multimedia element. We call them elements: text, image, audio, and video. So this text is uh, is based on actually the CSS text. Yeah. So if you've used CSS before, and especially text manipulation and text properties, we'll just go through the terms and get the difference between a font and a typeface, and the process of creating a font. And, here we'll come up with a script, just a word or two that actually expresses a feeling as a learning activity. Because fonts express uh, feeling, or the, 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 the way you write or the font you use um, has a hidden um, message that is conveyed to the audience. Yeah. In communication skills, I don't know if you are told that if you write in capital letters, it means you're shouting, or if you probably start uh, somebody's name with a lowercase. It shows disrespect and and the like. Uh, yeah, basically. In the third week, we'll do images. We'll look at different types of images, how they are created, raster images that are basically pixeled images. These are bitmaps. We also look at vectors. Vectors are basically mathematical formulas that are used to create uh, images. Yeah, and you see how most items that are sold online, especially huge engines, uh, generators, motor vehicles, are sometimes drawn using vector drawing. Uh, Two dimension, 2D animation is normally done using vector, vector drawing. Yeah. Image formats commonly use GIF, PNG, and we'll get to know the difference. I know we have used all these image formats before. We'll just go through them again to get the deeper definition and what actually defines or that difference in terms of capacity to show details on an image. So PNG, JPG, GIF, and other image forms. Of course, hardware and software that is used to create all the images. Yeah. I think this will be your first assignment. Let me highlight this so that you, when I share this course outline, you will know that this will be assessed. So, as part of creative drawings, you come up with an eye drawing. Yeah. Later, we are going to do a portrait, and enthusiastic students will actually draw more than a portrait. Yeah. I'll show you some of the past uh, drawings by your your year mate, that is DBAT this year. It was we had the same unit last semester, and ICS last year. I keep a book of outstanding drawing, so it's a kind of it's a portfolio that I built with the owner's permission because there is copyright issues here. It's your drawing, yeah, but it's your art, it's your creative art, and you have all the rights to you have all the copyright. Yeah. So I'll show you a few collections that I had um, through the teaching of this course since 2016. So when you draw, you need to use colors, yeah, and that's why we'll introduce the color model topic. This is to explain the colors index and how colors are made, basically. Yeah. In the fifth unit, which is the fifth week, we'll have audio sound. Here we basically explain the audio concept. Um, in here, you're required to come up with a sound bit software that is used. Ideally, we should have studio sessions. There's a studio in Strat, uh, in School of Humanity and Social Science. Right? Not yet open to FIT. When we are there physically, normally we go visit and see different equipment. Yeah. But luckily, all these sound creation and mixing can actually be done using a software. I'll share with you a copy of a software that can actually create sound. As you can see, some of these assignments require creativity. Not everyone can draw an outstanding figure, or not everyone can actually come up with a sound beat unless you've had music classes or you studied music and you know how to use the different keys, that is C to B. Yeah, that is C, D, E, F, G, and then A, B. That is Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Si. Yeah. But here you have actually an assignment that requires you to come up with a beat, and that beat will have it's a musical beat actually. Uh, you will do this in a group. Yeah, I'll demonstrate, and hopefully you pick up a few elements. Yeah, and I'll meet individual groups just to see the progress, but it will not be a step. Then you will have a cut one. Yeah. This cut one will not cover the audio. Yeah, cut one will be about basically drawing. Yeah, you to be about drawing, and everyone will draw. Yeah, we'll discuss the assessment of the drawing despite the creative skills. Week 6 and 7, we'll have video and animation. Uh, animation in drawing and coloring. A video is a combination of the images. Actually, you draw, you, you use images you've drawn, combine them in a sequence, and come up with animation. And animation needs sound. Yeah. So you basically uh, merge sound and uh, drawing to come up with animation. Yeah. So we define video processing, apply basic principles, and then we look at the software that are actually used to create this image. The group work is only assessed. All right. Now the 4 elements of multimedia will be completed by week 7, and the following week will basically be about multimedia development life cycle. It borrows a lot from software development life cycle. I'm sure most of you are familiar with SDLC, but now this is on the multimedia side. Yeah. This is more information system uh, software application development. Yeah, the third course. Yeah, so we look at multimedia project, how different it is from SDLC and the complexity in multimedia projects and different phases. Because you're not, when you look at week 2 through week 7, these are practical. Yeah. But as you aspire to become managers, Unit 8 is more of managerial and strategic level. Yeah. Now, as you manage a multimedia project, you actually hire these people. You're the boss, and these are your contractors or consultants. Yeah. But we all have to start as a consultant before we become a manager. Yeah. Just like right now, most of you are developers. So okay, some of you are already managers. Yeah. But right now, your contractors, your consultants, yeah, you get a small portion of the project. It's unfortunate. It's reality. Yeah, everyone goes through that. Yeah, yeah, and then you have strategic level, which is important in when you do these kind of technical. Yeah, and then of course we'll have planning, scheduling, and costing of multimedia project. This is basically project management. But okay, these two are project management, uh, kind of have a project management theme. Here we just do scheduling, which is the most important topic in the concept in Unit 9. Yeah. And when it comes to scheduling, there is a concept you have already covered that I'm sure of in entrepreneurship or IT project management, if you do that, which is the critical path. Yeah, we'll cover critical path here. Yeah. And that will be it. Now we'll have another cut here, cut 2, which is which will cover basically all topics. Yeah. Now, cut 1 was about drawing. Cut 2 will be sitting, kind of, where you answer questions. Yeah. I skipped assignment 2. Assignment 2 is somewhere, somewhere here. I will add it before I share the course outline. And that will be the end of the semester. So before I go through the rest of the course outline, we'll take a short break. It's 10. We'll take a short break. In here, 40 minutes. Yeah, we'll take a short break and come back at 10:10. So we take a 10-minute break and come back at 10 past 10 with questions about the course outline and probably other questions before we go through the software that we need to have, the core reading book, the assessment, and the guidelines. So 10 minutes. So students identify a personal portrait image in raster with the intention of creating a vector format with well selected colors. Let's look at one. Assignment 1 is here. Cut 1 is here. Assignment 2, I'll add it. A second break. Right. Any questions on what has been discussed in terms of unit? Any questions? Concerns? All right. So hopefully the 10th week will be the reading week as we prepare for exam. The co-reading book is Fundamentals of Multimedia. Let's see. So, share screen. So this is making making it work. So this is what we will use basically. It's 2011 8th edition. I think it's the same code. Ah, 2011. Mm. Uh, I need to check with the library if they have a new edition. Yeah. But most important, we have chapter one. We'll cover this. Chapter text, image, sound, video, animation, and making of multimedia. We have planning and costing, and designing and producing. So all these book sections are given under each topic, and you know which page actually to focus on while you're revising for a specific topic. Okay, so making it work is actually a core book. Uh, this one, Fundamentals of Multimedia, is available in the library, but I think access to physical material will be a bit difficult for now. That's why we'll concentrate on using the soft copy. Right. Uh, um, we have a list of software programs that will be used. So Notepad is basically used to clear content, text content, when you want to when you're creating a flyer or uh, a brochure. So you can use any notepad. GIMP works like Adobe Photoshop. Uh, I'm trying to have more free software because it would be hard to get license for everyone. So instead of Photoshop, unless you have access to uh, commercial software like Adobe, so you have GIMP in terms of Photoshop. You have Inkscape, that works like Adobe Illustrator. This is to create illustrations. This is basically for vector drawing. We have Audacity that is used for sound. Yeah. This is works like Adobe Audition, yeah, which is commercial, but Audacity has enough for a semester or two to get the gist of what sound editing uh, is before you actually invest in buying a commercial software. Or the Audacity could be good. OpenShot Video is used to edit videos, but we have many other options. I will look for another option because I realize this one has some limitations. Yeah, but this is free. This is an open uh, free software that could be used to cut a video, slice, merge, and um, merge a video and video footage and sound. Yeah, so we'll see how you can actually do those operations. Yeah. Now, 6, 7, and 8 are all commercial, but I will share a link for you to get proceed. This is used to create beats. Yeah, if you want to come up with creative beat, original beat, a beat comprises of different instruments, including the drum, bass guitar. If you want acoustic guitar, you have the pads that include violin or or strings. Yeah, but all those instruments are available in software kind of presentation. And Fruit Loop is one of the simple or one of the software that could be used actually to create sound. Yeah. So I said Adobe Audition is commercial, but it works like Audacity and Adobe Premiere. Yeah. I need to add here recommended. Actually, these are recommended software like Audacity, Premiere Pro, and I need to add that here. We have Adobe, of course, Illustrator, and After Effects. Yeah, it's very important. These are recommended, and it's important actually to have a look at them. Yeah. So I have a chat. Ah, thanks, Amani. So we have shortcut. I think this is what I had read about. I will confirm. Yeah, shortcut. So we look at. I'll be happy if we share the features of shortcut actually. Yeah, in one of our discussions. Okay. Assessment. I have cut 1 and cut 2. Assignment 1 and assignment 2. So cut 1 is about drawing. Ideally, cut should be one. Should be in relation to the multimedia element. Yeah, but we can subject everyone to a creative assessment. Yeah. So that's why we won't assess some of these activities. Yeah. Nevertheless, cut one is drawing. Everyone should actually, we'll try to learn process. Yeah. And I'll discuss with you how I actually assess despite the creative requirements here. Assignment one is also lab, it's also drawing. Assignment two is also lab drawing. Yeah. Cut two is sitting. You will do a cut just the way you did your exam. Yeah, I think now you're familiar with the process. Yeah. Now there's a project that is normally required in this subject in this course. Yeah. And it's a group project. It's about a group of you uh, coming up with a plot. Yeah. In video making, we talk about plots when we say a story. So one of you can do the script writing and write the script. It's a 5 minute video, and somebody else will hold the camera. Another one will do the sound. If they want to have a background sound, you may want to come up with your original sound, but it's allowed to use an existing music sound as a background sound. Because we are not going to publish these projects. Yeah, but if we publish them, we need copyright for the sound we use. I don't know how Nigerian movies work because most of them have already uh, some of the American songs. Yeah, so it's a nice project. It's very interesting. I really enjoy. Yeah. Uh, Working with students through this project. Uh, we have done it in the past in a physical setup when we were back in school. But last semester we were not able to do it because the group members were uh, apart across the countries, others in Uganda, Burundi, and so they couldn't meet to come up with the project virtually. Yeah, but now we're going to. I'll share with you some past projects so you can appreciate what has been done. But now you will discuss with your class representative and agree. I'm very flexible. I don't. I won't. I won't mind if you do or don't. Yeah. But it's a good experience. It's about how. It's about learning. It's, it's about the experience. Yeah. It's about to go through that. Uh, it's about the journey. Yeah. And I I hope and I wish that you agree to do this project. Yeah. But if you don't, it's fine. It's fine because it's given the situation we have, you will decide and then tell your class representatives. Then they will tell me if you want. Okay. At the end of the day, you get 40 marks for the coursework and then exam. So my name is Benjamin Nama. Uh, you can find me on Zoom now. But I usually sit in Jasiri or HP Lab. My contact number will be given there. My email is there. So as I said, uh, if you want to consult, you can stay behind after the 2 hours. Then we talk. I'll be available until the third hour. Uh, I know you've been in Strathmore now for a very long time. You know these things, the guidelines. Yeah. But despite the guidelines, I can guarantee you that you will all pass this unit. Yeah. You will all pass. That's a very good news. Yeah. There's no. I don't like seeing my students in yeah, remedial class. Yeah, it's not good. So for that matter, you will all pass. Yeah. Um, but yeah, there's a catch. You know, there are no free things. Yeah. You will all pass. Some will pass with a D. Yeah, 40, and others will pass with an A. Now, if you mind about having a D on your script, ah, then you have to be very careful. You need to have this activity completed if you want an A. Yeah, but if you don't want that A, if you don't mind having a D on your script, you can. Now, if you know the consequences of actually having a D on your script after graduation, you know what I'm talking about. Uh, any questions, suggestions, recommendations? Kabecha James, what is this chat? Oh, okay. Uh, the the I haven't set the e-learning. It was off. It was down this morning. Yeah. Yeah. However, um, yeah, group work. Group work. How many members in the group? I suggest four. Is four okay? How many are we? 108 so far. Four in a group. Standard is four. What do you think? Vivian Moy, is four a good number for a group? Yeah. Solomon wants 10 people. Look to me. Rebecca, four is okay. All right. Now, I have a shared file here. You can already select your group. Yeah. Now, because we are working online, yeah, uh, I'll need this facility actually to get your details. And now that you have my details, yeah, I need your email, your admission number, your name, and email address. Yeah. Then I'll put the enrollment keys here for you actually to enroll to the e-learning. Yeah. Now, as you write your names, you can see the four rows already have your are colored in such a way that four rows form a group. Yeah. You have 15 groups in 15 groups, 15 subgroups per group. Yeah. So group A, you have up to 60. Fill in um, at will. You have group B. Sorry, this is not BBIT because I used BBIT last time. So you have the second tab for group B, and then the third tab for BTC. Third, I think they are called paper sheets. Yeah. Then we'll see how to make the breakouts. Breakouts will be random. Now the link to this shared Google Doc is here. I'm going to chat it to everyone. I'm going to chat. So please click on that link already, the short link, for you to have access to the shared and start filling in your name. If your friend is not present now, just call them or text them and ask them if they can be part of your group. And give them the link. Yeah, and, and add, make your groups. So remember, group A, don't mix. Group A is on the first, ICSA is on the first shared sheet. ICSB is the second tab, ICSB, and then BTC is in the third tab. Yeah. Very important. All right. I have another question here. Yes, Rebecca, the drawings will be done using the software. If you have a pad, it's okay. Pads work better. But you don't have a pad, and I use a mouse. Yeah. Ergonomic mouse can actually do better. Yeah. Uh, by pad, I meant tablet. Sorry, not the touch pad of your computer or your laptop. That will give you hard time. Yeah. The touchpad of your laptop will be very difficult to use to draw. You would use a mouse or a touch screen tablet or uh, electronic pen or such stuff. Yeah. And then the software we use is Inkscape. Yeah. Um, Inkscape.org. It's free and it's very good. Yeah. Like this lantern is drawn. Yeah, it looks real, but it's drawn. If you go to community, then gallery, you see some of the things that Inkscape can actually do. Yeah. Like, um, this is a drawing, as you can see, and you have more features there. cannot got to know her. Sorry. Yeah, I have Friedman, named woman. Yeah, definitely need drawings. Yeah, and I hope once you're familiar with this software, I will see some of your achievements and drawings on this gallery sometime very soon. So the red cup is a drawing, yeah, and Friedman was drawn, and the unknown woman was also drawn. All right, this is good. B, C.
Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Where? Oh, you got all rolled up for Caleb. Lipstick.
Yeah. All right. Uh, allocation. Yeah, allocation. Um, class representative. Um, ICSA. Who is your class representative? And ICSB class representative. Rebecca. Okay. Okay. I see. Okay. ICSB. Group limit.
ICSB, I'm the class representative.
This is
Roseanne.
Roseanne. Roseanne, do you have Telegram? And
Yes.
yeah, so you can. I suggest we have a group on Telegram with the class rep so that can easily communicate. So Roseanne, what am I going to do? This is Rebecca. Um, I do this. So you search for that on Telegram. and I'm sure you'll find me. It's on the bench. Yeah. So Fitzgerald, just search for on the bench and Roseanne. Search for on the bench on Telegram. And then create a group for multimedia. Roseanne. Yeah. So if you search for that, you will be able to find my account. Yes, so I am. It. Yeah. So what? Yeah. Fitzgerald, and then and then I do group Rebecca. Uh, Roseanne, we are expecting you.
Yes.
Or Rebecca, you can add Roseanne to the group if you have Telegram. Yeah. So I'll be. It's good to have this group. The purpose of this group is, we are working remotely, and anything can happen. Yeah. Power can go off, and I can suddenly disappear. So I'll need to text somebody actually to let you know what's going on. Yeah, yeah, and I'll be sharing probably links. You see, this is multimedia. It's very creative, and you come across a creative. video that shows a video tutorial that shows how drawings can actually be done. Yeah, I could say it here. Then the the members can actually the members can get to know. Yeah. Is it Roseanne Odiero?
Yes.
Okay, so friend promoted to admin. So anyone else in the group in the class can actually join the group. Yeah. The other members, the other admins. This is Rebecca, Roseanne, and Gerald. You can create a group invitation and share it to your other groups so that others can join. Or if they don't, you can always relay the information to the group. Yeah. Okay. All right. Um, I think 4 members is okay. I saw a question here to increase to 5. Uh, I think 4 is okay. I think we'll stick to 4, maximum 4, minimum 2. Uh, I see we have more than 15 groups. Does that mean we have more than 60 students per group? Yeah. All right. Please don't confuse your group, your subgroup. Yeah. I hope you are adding your names under the correct um, subgroup. So to access the multimedia, this page, you need to use your Strathmore email address. Mm, You need to use your Strathmore email address. All right. It's coming to 11. One last thing. Um, to join, from next week onward, I want you to use this registration, the registration link. Uh, to actually attend the classes. I want you to use the registration link. So um, I'm going to post it in the group so that you can register. Actually, I use that to create to do the attendance. Yeah. It's possible actually to collect the participants using Zoom, and there's a small script that I use to actually collect attendance. It's very effective rather than chatting your name in the chat room. Yeah. So I encourage you to register on that link that has been shared in the Telegram group. And those who are not in Telegram, just the administrators of the Telegram group can relay the link to other class WhatsApp groups, or so that everyone can get the registration link. Yeah, important. So once you register, you would not need a meeting key or password and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. And then once you register, I'll be able to collect your attendance, your daily attendance. Okay. It's 11. Um, we I'll dismiss the class so that we can come back next week and kick in topic 1. If there are questions, I will take them. Khalid, you don't have to write your name here. Yeah, you don't have to write your name in the chat. You don't name in the chat. Any questions? Mm, suggestions, comment, expectations? Mm,
Isaac, you don't have to write your name in the chat. You don't have to write your name in the chat.